It's the beginning of spring, and today we're going to look into a couple hives and see where we're at. Boy, look at them today. A lot of pollen. This hive here almost exclusively uses their top entrance. And these use both. Yeah, let's open one up and see what we got going on. This is one of my most aggressive hives, but they're so busy collecting pollen and building that staying pretty calm today. You see they've ate all the sugar. Still got honey, both sides. A lot of pollen already stored. Packing it in there. There's the old gal. And you can see she's been laying brood for a little while. There's all kinds of larvae down in there. Seeing a lot of eggs that don't show up on camera. She's going full force. A bunch of bees are waiting on me to put this top back on so that they can use that entrance. They're all out here in the air. This here is the hive that I took out of that house in the YouTube video I made. I'm gonna get into them and see what things are looking like. All right, they haven't used all their sugar. I gave them 3 patties beginning of winter, and that's how far they've gotten. So apparently they had plenty of honey, but we're gonna dig in there and see what they got left. Yeah, here's some old capped honey and then some nectar they've been bringing in. Very next frame is pretty much solid honey. Another big frame of honey, both sides. Next frame has some honey and some brood. And look at that. There's a drone. He's already started making drones. Another frame with eggs, brood, and a cup. Alright, so the queen ended up not being in the top. I'm not going to break them open completely, but I was able to see kind of where we're at on things. Starting to ramp up, seeing some drones, seeing some cups. So the ball's really getting going here. Tons of pollen coming in, tons of babies being laid. Springtime's a-coming. Alright, we're out here on the farm. Gonna have a look at these 2 hives and see how they're doing. It looks like they're still working on their sugar. The block that was right here is stuck to the bottom of the inner cover. So they haven't finished any of it. They've got this one wore down pretty good. And this might be why they haven't went through their sugar. There's honey on both sides here. So they're still doing really well. And I can see down in there they've got a lot more honey. Yeah, there's another whole frame of honey. They haven't really even touched it. Another whole frame of honey. And another frame of honey. Getting into our first frame with some brood on it. Not a lot. A little bit. Next frame. A lot more brood. There's the queen. Brood on this side too. I think they're doing pretty well. So we'll go ahead and close them back up. Let them get on to getting on. All right, now we're gonna go over here and check on this hive. You can see that a horse or a cow or something has bumped up against this and scooted this cover off, which would let rain get in on the inner cover and then run up and down into the hive. Not ideal, but might have to do something about that. All right, so we got wall-to-wall bees. This hive is probably my biggest hive as far as strength goes. These bees are just packed in here tight, wall-to-wall, every frame. So I'm really gonna inspect them, see how they're doing. I put 3 blocks of sugar on them this winter. They devoured all of it, including the newspaper. I then came back probably a month ago and put 3 more blocks of sugar with newspaper, and as you can see, there is no newspaper, there is no sugar. So they are devouring everything that I give them. So let's see what they got going on. These medium frames were completely full of honey whenever winter kicked off. As you can see, they've emptied this one completely out. Also seeing a lot of drone running around. As you can hear, the bees are ramping up. Like I said, this is one of my most aggressive hives and also my biggest hive. Some very strong bunch of bees here. You can see that they've got nectar that they're bringing in. So they're starting to fill up these cells. Here we have a frame that's got honey on both sides. It's got some weight to it. So they've still got some resources they can use here in the beginning of spring. Okay, here's a frame with a little bit of brood on it, and there's the queen. She's a good laying queen, let me tell you. Checking out the cells, see where she can lay. Put it back in here. So this box is completely full of bees, and I'm telling you, even down on the deep down there, packed full, wall to wall. There's no room left in this hive. This is a very strong colony, and I'm going to have to do some work on them here very soon. Split this hive, give them some extra room. They've got this thing just completely packed. No room at all. They're trying their hardest to attack my phone. For me, very aggressive hive. But I kind of hate to replace the queen because she's doing such a good job at making this a strong hive. I probably just deal with the aggressiveness and go ahead and let them do their thing for this summer. I'd say this hive here is going to make a bunch of honey. All right, I'm going to put them back together, and that's going to do it for the day.